Hey guys, this is Rachel Youngson here from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. We are here for our PLR Power Hour. Today is Tuesday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Please feel free to join us every Tuesday at 1 o'clock for Use PLR trainings and discussions about how to use PLR. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Does anybody have any questions to start with today? And you can feel free, for those of you who are new, feel free to unmute yourself and jump in whenever you want. If you don't have a question today and you don't feel like you need any guidance today, feel free to just use this hour to work on your PLR. So let's start with the questions. Does anyone have any questions for me today? And you can either type them or be vocal, whichever is easiest for you. Great. Looks like everybody's pretty quiet today. That's good. So has anybody been prepping their sites for the new year? Charlene, hey, it's good to see you. Just to give you a heads up, I sent you an email like last week. So just to let you know.
You did.
Yeah, great. I just want to make sure you knew. So,
but I don't think I got an email from you last week.
Well, that's great. Well, I'll make sure that I resend it to you.
Okay.
It's nothing bad. Great. All right. Well, thanks for giving me a heads up. I was like, usually she answers me back quicker than this. But it might be on my end. My computer crashed like 2 weeks ago, and then I had to move everything and restore everything. And I think when I sent that, I was actually like using like different email sources of sending my email. So I'll get it back to you.
Send it again. We'll get it taken care of. Now I'm muting and getting off of here.
Sounds good. Thanks, Charlene. Okay, guys. So back to the question. Hey, Carol. Good to see you today. Back to the question. Is anybody getting ready for the holidays with their PLR? Anybody taking advantage of holiday PLR, recipe PLR? You remember, I don't know if any of you remember, but a couple weeks ago we talked about how now is a good time to keep your eyes out for fitness specials, because even though you're not going to be using it for the next couple of months, as soon as late November, early December hits, you're going to want to start getting that in motion and finding a web home for it, and that way, come after Christmas, you can start pushing. Here's your weight loss, here's your fitness, here's how to get back into shape. Right now, everybody is really seems to be focusing on recipes and holiday prep and motivation and things like that. So anybody taking advantage or focusing on anything specific during this Q4 end of the year time frame? And again, feel free to just jump in.
I'm focusing on getting my store created with to have some digital products ready and getting like the sales pages up and all of the nurture sequences. So I'm kind of just honing down on that because I've been selling like as I go, and I want to start off the new year with things in place that I can just refer people to and have a few more things automated.
That is really, really smart, Angel. Did you Kelly had mentioned Cindy Bedar's monthly membership program. Are you in that by any chance?
I am.
Great, good, because I was going to say this month she's focusing on tripwires, and so it may be a good help to set all that stuff up. And Cindy, I've actually worked with her before. She's really, really good. So, so that's a great plan to get everything in place.
Oh, that's good. I didn't realize what this month was about. So that's great. Thanks.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Wait a minute. It's October now, isn't it? You know what? It might be last month. One of the 2 months. It's definitely about tripwires. I may have my months mixed up, but yeah, there's tripwires in there. Hey, Carol. Looks like you're working on fall planners. You know, to include, keep an eye. Carol says she's looking on planners at fall planners to promote for the holidays. And this is a great, for those of you who are into planners, this is a great time to be looking for planners, and folks are coming out with really good planners. So tomorrow there is Lynette Chandler has released I believe it's a Thanksgiving or fall theme planner, and we have a discount code for that. So I haven't had a chance to actually look into that as far as the details, but I know Lynette and I know that she does good stuff. So keep an eye on, you may want to keep an eye out for that, Carol, because that's coming out tomorrow. And we also have something from Diana Hyde over at Wordfeeder. She's done something planner related, but honestly, I haven't looked at it yet. As you guys know, I don't send anything out until I really like it and I look at it. So, but this is, yeah, you're right. This is a great time to be looking at those planners and working on those. Have you, now, have you taken any courses on editing your planners, or are you just kind of, are you confident in your ability to do that yourself? Sue Fleckenstein has, from Createful Journal, she does some things with tutoring. I don't know how in depth she goes though. That's why I'm asking. Some trainings? Oh, great, great, good. Because planners are really, really great. And you know, the good thing about them is I never knew it until I saw Sue working on hers, and we were kind of having a discussion, but I never realized that, you know, you have these planners and you can really do anything with them. You know, like you can put them up on Etsy and you can like give them to your readers and you can have them as an opt-in. I mean, I knew the opt-in and stuff, but I never thought about like the Etsy stuff. So, okay, so anybody on the lookout for any specific PLR right now? Anything that you're like, hey, I think I might want this kind of PLR, but I don't know who to go to. I don't know who I can trust. Go ahead. Angel, was that you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought someone else said something too.
Oh, no, sweetie, you're fine. Go ahead, jump on in.
I really like some PLR and specifically a course, because I have like some blogs, but like I would like a course so I can like give it to myself and then reteach it on creating a Facebook group and specifically like community building online.
Somebody, I believe, had a course on Facebook groups. I will do some looking for you. And also, I don't know if it's, I haven't seen her do anything Facebook related lately, but just a heads up, if you're on Alice Seba's mailing list, she usually does those big 4-week courses, and a lot of them are internet marketing related. So even though it might not be specifically Facebook, it might give you a good deal on something for the future. But I do believe are you looking for Facebook ads or Facebook training just overall, or?
No, Facebook groups, like specifically how to build engaging Facebook groups.
Okay.
But not how to add people in them. I just mean like, you know, creating the group, planning it out and then having engagement in it. Because I just closed down one that had gotten pretty large, but I had just failed it, and the community had changed like 3 different times. So now that I'm starting over, I'd like to start off, you know, with a nice solid foundation.
Yeah. Hey, but kudos to you for having a large Facebook group to begin with. I mean, that's really impressive. Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think so. I don't know if it's specifically about groups, but I'll do some digging, because I do think I saw some e-course in the last month or so. So just to recap, the email that I can touch base with you on is the email that you signed up with. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem. It may be tomorrow sometime after because I think I'm going to have to put out a little bit more feelers this time around, but I'll definitely get back to you on that. So, Carol, you've been using Canva and PowerPoint. Good job. You know, a lot of people, I get a lot of stuff for like when I see these trainings, a lot of people are talking about using PowerPoint. I am lost in PowerPoint. So way to go. Kudos to you. I am more of a Canva girl myself, and that's a little bit sketchy. That's more like I know what to do quickly to get in and out of Canva quickly kind of thing, but you should, good job. Good job. Let's see. Sure, Angel, no problem at all. Thank you, Charlene. If you find that, please make sure those are affiliate links, your affiliate links. Okay, and I'll share it with the group after I take a look at it. Hey, you know what? Angel Charlene may have just found something really cool for you. I've never worked with this person, Angel, just so you know, but she has a free ebook, so you can get to know her on Facebook groups. So it's not I don't think there's PLR, but maybe while I'm digging, it'll help you in some way. Charlene, do you have a specific affiliate link before I send this out publicly, or? And hey guys, while Charlene and I are having this little side conversation, anybody doing any rewriting of their PLR? Anybody need any outsourcing resources? Anybody looking to find a coach recommendation to work with? Anybody have any questions? You're rewriting your blog now. Good job, Angel. Okay, thank you, Charlene. I appreciate that. All right, so Angel and everybody else, I'm going to go ahead and give you the link to a free ebook. This is on Facebook groups. This person apparently has over 60,000 members in her Facebook group. So I know that you've already built a good standing for yourself, Angel, but while I'm looking for an PLR e-course, this might help you to kind of, learn a few things of your own. Or at the very least, maybe this could be a possible affiliate connection in the future for you after you create your own Facebook course. 715. Angel says she has 715 people in her group, and that is really impressive, Angel, because Use PLR has been up for like 4 years, and I do nothing with Facebook, and I've got like 115 people or something ridiculous like that. So be proud, and that's really, really good. So is anybody struggling with anything right now? Or does anybody want to, I know that Angel said that she's working on rewriting her blog. How is that going, Angel? And also, are you like, is it like PLR that you're rewriting, or are you freshening up your blog content from the past? Just curious. Great. Oh, great, great, great. Hey, are you in, so Angel said that she's actually working on funnels from Coach Glue, which is really, really good. Coach Glue, if you guys don't know, is a really great training program for anyone. It's all PLR, but if you have you do any kind of coaching, this is where you want to be. They give like great workshops, or they give you the tools to do great workshops and little planners. And Angel, actually, if you have an affiliate link for the funnel thing, please feel free to drop it in. But yeah, Coach Glue is really, really a great place to go if you guys haven't been there already. They do have some free resources for coaches too to get you started. So that's run by Nicole Dean and Melissa Ingold. That's really good, Angel. That's super awesome. So let me see. Carol, can I pick on you for a second? Not in a mean way. Not in a mean way. I just wanted to know. So with your planners, I'm just curious. Are you doing other things with your planners? Are you just keeping them as planners, or are you able to? Sometimes we talk about finding different forms of content. Are you releasing different types of content when you release your planners, or which way are you going to go? I mean, it's either way is really great, you know. No worries, Angel. Um, yeah, I just want to let everybody know, actually, and Angel, I'm not picking on you. I've just never said it before, but you guys, anytime you guys recommend something to the group, if you guys have an affiliate link, please feel free to use it. I mean, this is our time to kind of like connect with each other a little bit and help each other out. And by all means, if you recommend something and you have an affiliate link, please feel free to use it here. All right, let's see. Oh, really smart, Carol. So Carol's developing a membership site. Good job. That's really smart. Do you know, have you heard of Sue Fleckenstein and her Createful Journals group? Or her, sorry, Createful Journals membership site? The reason I'm asking is because if you're running a membership site, she has those planners and they come out like clockwork every month or every 3 weeks. Yes, exactly. Yes, Angel, you're exactly right. So Angel said that membership sites are great because it's recurring income, and that is so, so true. But Carol, that might be, if you're continuing to do planners as part of your membership site, that might be an easy way for you to have content that you can, easily work with every month. And I believe the last time I checked, it was only like $5 a month or $9.95 a month, something to that effect. Yes, I love Sue's stuff too. Sue is like really, she's great. She's great. We actually, we've had discussions about her coming to talk about planners and how to PLR and planners and all that fun stuff. We haven't actually finalized anything, but so while we're on the discussion of future people, do you guys have any specific areas or specific people in the internet marketing industry that you want me to contact for any specific way to use PLR? For instance, we had Kate come and talk about how to turn your PLR HTML pages into WordPress pages. We've had Charles Harper come and talk about how to turn your PLR into a real life product. Take your PLR into real life. Does anybody have any specific questions or a specific marketer that you want us to reach out to come speak with us? And don't be shy. Most folks, they love an opportunity like this because it doesn't just help them share their message, it helps them to make new connections. Sure, Carol, sure. And as I said, we have a couple planner specials coming up tomorrow. And for anyone who doesn't know Sue, I'm going to go ahead and give you a link to her Createful Journals. And again, monthly planners, super affordable. If you need any assistance with a membership site, then PLR membership that is on the same topic, for instance, business site, business PLR membership, then that's the way to go. So while I'm looking for this, what is everybody, I know what Sue and Carol are up to. Um, Bill, I appreciate you joining us today. If you feel comfortable putting anything in the chat box, please feel free to do that. If you want to just hang back and work on your PLR, you're more than welcome to do that, of course. But for the folks I haven't heard from, Joyce and Bill and Charlene, what are you guys working on? Do you have anything specific you're working on? Hey, Charlene, if you have a link to that funnel program, feel free to drop it in. Thank you for that message. But yeah, if you have a link for that, please feel free to drop that. Hey, Bill. No worries, no worries. Oh, sorry, Charlene. I just sent you a private message. Just ignore that. All right, everyone. So this is the link for Sue's Createful Journals, just in case anybody wants it. Oh, no worries, Bill. We won't interrupt you then. Keep on working. I'm really glad though that you decided to stop in and just kind of listen to us today and get a feel for what we're doing every Tuesday. And feel free to join us anytime. And also, just so you know, if there's ever a question that you have or a resource that you're looking for, feel free to drop me a line at rachel@useplr.com. Even if we're not doing, even between meetings, I'll be more than happy to get back to you. We have some folks that are actually in different time zones, so they can't attend live, but they'll send me things on the back end for those times. So, you know, if this imposes on your schedule in any way, please feel free to do that, and I'll definitely get back to you offline or online, I guess, email between our calls. Hey, Angel. No, you know what? She actually has a lot of different stuff. So, like the other last month or maybe like 3 weeks ago, she put out a set of like unicorn templates. I'm expecting that she's probably going to have a holiday planner. She doesn't have one yet. She has recipe book templates, adventure journal. She's got a lot of stuff. For those of my friends who are faith-based, she has like a Bible study journal. So anyone who is part of Kelly McCausey's Daily Faith PLR, this Bible study journal would be a good complement to that. I do believe you have the option of buying any previous journals that you want at a decent price. I don't know for sure, but I believe that you can. Sure, Angel. Sure. I love talking to you. I missed our coaching call today. I can't wait until Kelly is home. So, Joyce. Oh, thank you, Charlene. So if anybody is looking for some blog posts, we have some Coach Glue blog posts bundle. Charlene just dropped the affiliate link in the chat. So if you are looking for that, please feel free, or looking to just try out Coach Glue or learn more about who they are, please feel free to use Charlene's link to check that out. And of course, don't, you know, I always recommend that you make sure that something's going to work for you, you know, before you jump on it. But if you think that it will truly work for you, then please check that out. So Joyce, are you working on anything this week, or are you just do you have anything that you want to talk about this week?
Oh, there we go. It's quicker. Sometimes I can't type as fast as I can run my mouth.
Oh, it's okay. And I feel bad like calling on people specifically. I usually don't do that, but today is kind of an off day. So how are you?
I'm real good, actually. Kind of monitoring what's going out in the Gulf right now with that storm. So I'm on the east coast of Florida, but nonetheless, it still affects our weather here. So
I understand that. I actually have a friend who lives like 10 minutes from Disney World because Disney is like her second home. So she moved there, and I get a lot of Facebook statuses about all that fun stuff when that happens. My sister lived in Miami way, way back when, and she was just in college and just living by herself, and there was a hurricane, and it like knocked everything out for like a week. It was bananas. So prayers to you. Hopefully nothing bad happens down there.
We've been fortunate this year that they're kind of staying away from us, and we need a break because we've had one every year for the last several years, and they've knocked out power and everything for anywhere from 3 or 4 days, depending on where you live, up to 3 or 4 weeks.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, we need a break this year. I'm tired of living in a cave, putting up my shutters and
walking around with candles.
No candles. That is just so dangerous. I mean, it always has been, but in this day and age, it seems like you've got so much stuff in your homes that are flammable. I would dream of, other than, small protected candles. So I have a lot of other things, all kinds of lanterns and lamps, and,
Well, good for you. That's smart.
Would you happen to know, I do have a quick question about
Sure.
Sue's journals then. You said something about like an adventure journal, and my niche is kind of geared to people of, my age. And of course, while I'm working, I am kind of doing, some amount of business stuff in my blog, but mostly it's about mindset and being happy with yourself. Learning to be happy with yourself, because after I'm finding when you look at the amount of divorces in our age range, I'm 62, but there's huge divorces in like the 55 to about 75 range. It's just astronomical. If you Google it, I mean, it just, it's mind-blowing. But a lot of it, the people go, well, my wife this or my husband that, but they don't realize the problem really is with themselves. And so that's what I'm trying to gear is, that, your work is over. You have more time to be at home together where you scratch at each other's nerves. And suddenly all the things he was doing that you could live with, you can't live with them anymore, you think. But, you need to find a way around that. And I see Carol smiling out there. She knows what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. So I'm thinking, these people, especially if they've been together now 35, 45, 50 years, it's bad for your health to be living like that, but it's worse on your financials, because then you wake up one day, you split your home you weren't intending to. You can't live the life that you were hoping to live as that couple. So but I was hoping with this adventure journal that maybe it would be something that I could maybe alter a bit if I get one, and either give it or sell it for a small fee for couples to kind of, start a whole new, what we're going to do type thing.
Okay.
Like from the movie Up, they had their little adventure thing, and the woman had, made her journal, and of course she passed before he did, but
oh my goodness.
But the really neat thing is when he looks at that last page and sees it, she had still further adventures for him to do. So so I was kind of thinking maybe, because something so that you rekindle and you find that, common bond that's kept you together, through, snotty-nosed kids and trips to get arms, set at the emergency room. And, it seems such a shame to wake up one day and just pitch it all and decide that it's, not working anymore, but mostly we need to work on ourselves. And I know that because I work on myself every single day when it comes to my sweetie. And, every time I think to myself, I wish, and then I think, no, he has so many other wonderful qualities, and he never complains about anything I do, or very, very rarely. So I make it a point not to complain either.
So are you, with the adventure journals, I'm honestly, I haven't had a review copy of it, so I'm not sure if it will meet your needs. I do know how to get in touch with Sue, though. And I can swap emails if that would work for you.
Sure.
Or if you and I can hook up on Facebook. I'm the Rachel Youngson with the same picture that you see up in the top left corner. And if we can hook up on Facebook, then maybe I can start a group conversation, because I'd hate to have you spend and not have, not be able to tweak it the way that it needs to be tweaked for you. I do know that Sue has some type of a training program on how to do that, but I don't know the cost right offhand, and I definitely don't know if that would, I want to be sure that it suits your needs. So.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. So I will look for that friend request, and then we will connect with Sue.
Okay, very good.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And just so you know, I have an appointment after this, so it may be sometime tomorrow that we're looking at. But
Yeah.
I'll get
anytime
to it.
is fine with me.
Okay, great.
That's one of the beauties of being, at home all the time practically, and doing it from home.
You're so funny. And there's so much beauty in being able to earn money from the comfort of your home. It's so it's beautiful. Like, sometimes I'm in my pajamas and I'm like, do I really want to make the 5-foot trudge into my office? And then I'm like, suck it up, Buttercup. Seriously. Shut up. Like, my friends are commuting through snow and rain and, headaches. They still go to work. And I'm like, just deal with it, Rachel. So I get it.
Well, for me, I'm just so thrilled to be here because I have a very chronically ill dog. I've got 4, but one of them. And so I'm just always glad to be home, to be with him most of the time, because I never know. He's had seizures and he's had, different things going on. And so, yeah, for me right now, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than working from home.
That's great. I'm so glad that that we're all able to. I think we're all blessed for that. Come on, baby. And even the transition period is a blessing too, because you're building something. I know that I worked when I was starting to really get somewhere in my business, I guess I should say. My son had been having health issues, and before that I was working 40 hours, working for Australian government. I had anyway. But it got to the point where, a decision had to be made for my husband and I, because we had to, deal with what was here. And I worked though 2 years to get to the point where when it happened, we were okay. And that's such a gift. Those 2 years, I really prepped, and I knew in the back of my mind, if his health issues don't resolve, if we continue to do the home hospital and all this stuff, something's going to have to give at some point. And I'm so blessed that I did that in the midst of all that stress, because otherwise I don't know where I'd be. So anyway, that's a little rant from me. But I'll get in touch with Sue as soon as I get your Facebook request, and we'll get that connection made. And Sue's a great lady. If you haven't worked with her yet, she's awesome. So.
Great. Well, thank you.
Sure, sure. And if anyone hasn't seen it yet, Charlene's dropped a link for the homepage in Coach Glue. So if anyone's looking for any coaching content or, again, workshops to do or anything like that, they have a lot of stuff. A lot of it is business related, money mindset, that kind of thing. Anybody have anything they feel like they want to learn about PLR? I am trying to, I've got a few feelers out for our next Use PLR guest, but I want to make sure that I'm bringing people in who are really going to help you. So I don't mind just going by doing what I'm trying to do, you know, as far as who I feel like I can reach out to and things. But if there's anything specific that you guys want, I'd really like to get that done for you. And also, just so you guys know, now is just like we talked about, now it's time for holiday PLR and fitness PLR and diet PLR. Will kind of sit on your shelf, but the good deals for that are coming out now. Motivation PLR and success PLR is also starting to kind of ramp up right now in this time of year. And again, it might be something that you don't find a real need for this month or next month. But as soon as Christmas ends, people shift. They shift into New Year's resolutions and all that fun stuff. So if you can find anything that will suit you at a discount now, even if you have to sit on it a couple months before you actually put it into place, it's a really good time to grab hold of that stuff. Anybody have anything exciting happen this week that they want to share? I can talk. I can talk about my exciting thing. But if I'll go ahead and start. If anybody else has anything, please feel free to jump in and let us know. I personally, have a member on all my sites. That's my shopping cart, and I hate a member. We fight a lot, but but nonetheless, I use it, and I. Charlene, I just needed you. I didn't know if you meant to be unmuted. If I was wrong, please feel free to come back on. But anyway, so I got this great set of plugins that my business coach told me about, and it helped me to. I'm basically redoing the way that my forms look in A-Member and other things in the back end look the way that my shopping cart looks and all that good stuff. And it's supposed to make it much easier for upsells and cross-sells and good things like that. So I managed to install it on both of my sites with no technical help. And so that's my win because I haven't broken anything. So kudos to me. Angel was on a podcast. Good job, Angel. I'm really happy for you. Angel, do you want to tell everybody who you were? Do you feel like telling everybody who you were with, or if you have a link, feel free to drop that because I am so happy for you. That's pretty cool. Or even if you want to hit me with a link on the or drop the link into the Use PLR Facebook page. We can totally do that. I know, right? Angel says it's really cool that I install the plugins. And I have to tell you guys, not to toot my own horn, but it is really cool. Because if any of you deal with a member and you don't, unless you're technical, you know the headache. Oh, Charlene is doing something really exciting too. Charlene is doing some onboarding, and her new client is focused on learning SEO. Wow, that's great, Charlene. That's good stuff. If you want to, if you feel like you want to chit chat about that, please feel free. That sounds pretty cool. Hey, James, good to see you today. So just in case you're a little bit newer, if you feel like talking, please feel free to jump in and talk or throw something into the chat box for us. If you need a recommendation, let me know. If you don't want to share anything, that's perfectly fine as well. This is just some time that we can carve out to actually start doing some work on our PLR. So everybody, Angel dropped a link to that podcast. So Angel, good job. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my notes too, because I want to have a listen to that. And I'm also going to put this in my notepad, Angel. So I'm going to make sure that this is listed as a win next week when we touch base. Ha ha ha. I'm really proud of you. That's pretty awesome. Oh, hey, Charlene. Yeah, sure. Please do. So Charlene's going to unmute herself, and she's going to give us a little bit more detail about this great client that she's onboarding.
Yeah. So I didn't know I was unmuted. Isn't that bizarre?
Don't
I
worry.
left for a moment, and then suddenly I hear I'm unmuted. Yeah.
It could have been me. I have fat fingers. I could have just been like, but I don't want to unmute somebody unless I say something, just in case they're like, "What did you shut me up for?" So this is really exciting. Your new client.
Yeah, well, all right. So it's not a new client. What I've done is I have 2 niche websites that I've launched. Both are using PLR. Both are using PLR that I have rewritten so that it reflects what I want it to reflect. All right.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is Mindful Portal, and its focus is on living mindfully or mindfulness. And from it, I have a series of emails from the free download that take you to 3 other products that began as PLR that I purchased and rewrote. And right now it's at, 15 emails. Here's the fun part about Mindful Portal. I did nothing except throw up a landing page, throw up the lead magnet, and then the 15 emails with no other products attached yet. That's all I did, literally. And I was averaging and still averaging 1 person a day signing up.
That's crazy.
This is the perfect way to determine whether or not you're in the right market, okay? So then I realized, well, my email list is now up to just under 100 people, and I haven't offered them anything yet. And I haven't done anything, spent no other effort or time, right? So that's when I decided I needed to really focus on it and actually grow it into something. While at the same time, I decided that I would go ahead, after years of being online, years of watching other people become internet marketers. I said, you know what the heck? I'm going to try an internet marketing site and let's see what happens. So I started I Am For Me, internetmarketingforme.com. Again, just bare basic, loaded it up with some PLR content that I rewrote, and then wondered, what in the world am I going to do with this? Because this isn't, neither one are what I want to spend a whole lot of time really focusing effort on. But all the content's there and it's all set up, funnels are ready. So I went someplace and I found an intern who I could onboard for really low price for 3 months. And no, it's spelled out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you mind fixing that when you get his?
Not a problem.
Sorry about that.
So I had an opportunity to onboard this intern and I was able to interview just as if I were bringing on a VA, right? Mm-hmm. But the beauty is that their focus is digital marketing. And some came in with bare basic, they took a course and they want mentorship. Others are coming through that actually have a background of some sort. Well, this particular fella, he actually had 4 years working with an agency. So he knows SEO. He's just not really expert in it. And I know SEO, but I don't want to handhold anybody, and I don't want to do it myself. So I brought him on board, and he just got so excited because nothing really has been done with these two sites. So I get the joy of watching him learn and to develop over the next 3 months my two sites guided, right? I can guide him on it. But as long as he's doing it correctly, I should see positive growth and have passive income coming in the next 60 days. Well, after 90 days, he can walk away and I will give him a full case study that he can present to an employer that can say, I took these two sites from zero to this. This is the revenue, because rarely do companies share that with the people who work with them, right? Even as an agency, when I did it for other people, they never told me how much money they made. But for him, I will do that. I will say that he took it from $0 to this revenue coming in, doing these skills, and he should be able to get an outstanding job someplace. That's the goal. But the exciting part for me is I'm able to help somebody like that while they're helping me, and it's not taking me away from my regular business. So
that is amazing, Charlene.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is really cool. I mean, talk about a win. That's a win for everybody. And you know, I've heard of folks doing that before. I've never had an intern, but I've heard of folks doing that before, and that's definitely a really smart way to go. Well, good for you.
Thank you. This is they have a referral program. This is for an online system. You know, it's all I can say is that I've been following them, and it's set up very similar to Upwork or Freelancer or any other, but everything is on their side, right? That where they're vetted. I don't know. I'm pleased. Just got on board, but I'm pretty pleased with the way it's been presented to me and working. So I'm not going to recommend them just yet because I'm not new to it. But maybe at the end of the month, or into November, I'll be happy to give a recommation or a review.
I really appreciate that. I appreciate you not doing it right now too. Thank you. But
yes, Angel, that's the one I'm using.
Wow, really good.
Yeah.
Good job. So I think that is pretty awesome stuff, Charlene. Talk about like setting yourself up strong for 2019 and ending Q4 with a bang. That is great.
That covers it. That was my intention.
Well, I am going to make sure that I resend you that email as soon as we get off of here.
Actually, before I mute myself again, I think I found it. I responded. Okay. So check your email. If that's the one you were talking about, we're cool. If not, then resend.
Sounds good. Thanks, Charlene. Yeah, so it looks like the site that Charlene was mentioning, Angel knows about it too, and it looks like we'll just see how it goes for Charlene, because you know, and then maybe it will help somebody else in the future. So, and please be sure to take a look if you're in the self-help niche or the business niche at Charlene's two sites. And if that would be any kind of a good affiliate connection for you guys, please feel free to either touch base with this person in a private message before we close today, or you can also send me an email or say something to me on the Use PLR Facebook page and just say, hey, I talked to this person and I don't know how to get a hold of them. And 90% of the time I can find them for you. Sometimes people just come in off of social media just finding this, but usually we have, usually the folks who come are people who are already attached to the Use PLR or Whole Food PLR site in some way. Yes, Charlene says that she'll be happy to set up an affiliate account for you guys if that would suit you. And also, for any of you guys who are, no matter what niche you're in, if you think that there would be any good possible affiliate connections here, please feel free to talk about it. And if you want to drop your affiliate program link, please feel free to do that. I mean, the purpose of these power hours is to, connect us and to work on our PLR, and also, to kind of grow as users of PLR. So anything that would help you guys. I know that we're a little bit over 2 o'clock today. I'm gonna be on until 2:10 just because I was a little late for the party today. So feel free to hang out with me for a few more minutes, or go on with your day, whatever you prefer. Just a quick reminder for those of you who may need to go. Sure, Angel. Just a quick reminder about that coupon. If anybody needs information on that coupon again, please feel free to shoot me a private email, and I'll get that to you. Again, that's rachel@useplr.com. So before we go, is there anything anyone wants to chat about, or is there anything anyone wants to say before we leave, or do you guys even just want to put your niche in the chat box so that maybe your niche in your website link, so that you guys can maybe start to make connections if you want to? Oh yeah, Charlene, please do. Charlene's going to jump back in with another quick thing. Hey, Charlene.
Hey, all right. So this is what happens, right, when I'm not prepared. This is the classic introvert thing. I have been running, I manage and host and facilitate mastermind groups and accountability groups. And one thing that's really taken off this year has been what I call my Get It Done groups. And I've changed up the meeting times and number of meetings from a 10-week program to an 8-week. And then I finally just said, I'm launching it November, that it's a month-to-month thing, right? So what that means is $97 a month, and you get access to the following, which is a Monday night update meeting, as a group here on Zoom, and then a Thursday co-working session where it's 2 hours devoted to really heads down, keyboard time, get something done. Private forum on Twist app, which is a quieter version of Slack, but an opportunity to connect with other people, have conversations, share resources, what have you. And I am setting up an affiliate program for it, which is primarily why I wanted to come on here. I mean, if you're interested in being a member, that's great. But even more so is a 20% affiliate program that will be completed tomorrow. So if that's something that interests you, that you would want to share with your people, that here is a productivity group, here's a group where you are focused on getting things done. I am able to help people chunk things down from big goal to milestones, and that's what we do in this group using a variety of tools. And then we use the group feel, the peer pressure of other people doing work for you to be motivated to do work. It works wonders. People are just thrilled with it. So I just wanted to offer it.
I appreciate that. And please feel free, since it's going to be up and running between meetings, feel free to let me know that on the sly, and I will get that out. If you want, if you're okay with it, I'll put it in our weekly recap email at the end of the week. Or I can hold on to it until next Tuesday and just share it here. Whatever you're most comfortable with. But yeah, feel free to let me know when that's up and running, and I'll definitely share it with the group. Okay. And guys, just so you know, if anyone is looking for senior or over 50 or anything like that, Carol, she focuses on transforming your life after 50, and her website is in the chat box, and you guys can feel free to go check her out. She's a real nice lady, a real neat lady. So do you have an affiliate program over there, Carol? You can just shake your head, sweetie. No, it's okay. Just so you know, if you ever get one, just feel free to let me know, and we can get the word out for that, because that's a really good niche that you're in. And I don't know, Carol and Joyce, you guys may, is that a connection that you guys, Joyce, you do relationships, correct? Over a certain age as well? So maybe that would be, just a heads up, maybe that would be a good connection for you guys somewhere down the road. All right, guys. Does anybody have any last minute things they want to go over, or anything they want to say before we jump off here? Is everybody good with doing this once a week still? Is this too much for anybody? At the beginning, we talked about doing it every other week and maybe having a guest expert come on when we could. I think once a week is great, but I don't want, I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed. If you're getting something out of this group, I don't want you to feel like you have to be here all the time. You like once a week, Carol? Well, then that's good. We'll do that then. Thank you, Carol. Charlene says that once a week works good for her. Great. Good job, guys. Not good job, but thank you for your input, guys. And yeah, Carol, just so you know, it looks like Joyce does looks for seniors and retirees. So you guys, if you guys need to connect, or if you guys choose to connect offline here, please feel free to shoot me an email and I'll try to get you two hooked up. So, all right, guys. So again, this is Rachel Youngson at useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. If anybody needs anything between now and next Tuesday, feel free to shoot me an email at rachel@useplr.com or go to the UsePLR Facebook page. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you guys next Tuesday at 1 Eastern. Rachel on Zoom.com, and I will be on time this time. So there's that. All right, guys, take care.